How long do we wait? She's not getting any younger, and that prime location is wasting away under dusty books. Alex's voice slithered through the cracked door, low and urgent. If we play this right, we declare her unfit, take control, and flip the property for millions. No more scraping by on her handouts. Mia's reply came sharp, laced with greed. But what if she fights back? Mom's stubborn. We need solid proof she's losing it. Maybe stage a few incidents to build the case. I froze in the hallway, my hand on the knob, heart pounding like a war drum. Those words weren't just talk. They were a knife aimed at my back. My own daughter, plotting to strip me of everything I'd built? I pressed closer, breath shallow as their voices dropped even lower. That was the moment my world shattered, the one that yanked me from quiet grief into a storm of betrayal. My name is Evelyn Harper. I'm 68 years old, a widow running a cozy bookstore in the heart of Seattle's bustling Pike Place Market District. It's called Harper's Haven, named after my late husband, Robert, who poured his soul into it with me 40 years ago. We started with nothing but dreams and a loan, turning it into a haven for readers, with creaky wooden shelves, the scent of aged paper, and that warm glow from vintage lamps that made strangers feel like old friends. Robert passed 5 years back from a sudden heart attack. One morning he was brewing our ritual coffee, laughing about a customer's wild book request, and by noon he was gone. No warning, just an empty chair at dinner. Since then, I've clung to the store like a lifeline. It's my purpose, my legacy. Waking at dawn to sort new arrivals, chatting with regulars over steaming mugs, it's what keeps me breathing. Mia is my only child. She's 39 now, sharp as a tack, working in real estate with her husband, Alex. I thought we'd grown closer after Robert's death. She'd drop by more often, help with inventory, even bring takeout on slow nights. But looking back, those visits always circled back to the same topic, the store's value. "Mom, this spot could be condos," she'd say casually. "Prime real estate." I'd brush it off, assuming it was just talk. Alex joined the family 8 years ago. Charming at first. Tall, polished, with that salesman smile. He runs a development firm, always eyeing opportunities. I welcomed him, hosted holidays, even loaned them money for their first home flip. But lately, his eyes lingered too long on the store's deed papers when he thought I wasn't watching. That night, I'd come home early from a book club meeting, slipping into our shared family brownstone just blocks from the store. Mia and Alex were staying over, supposedly to help with taxes. I didn't announce myself. Why would I? This was my house. But as I climbed the stairs, their voices leaked from the guest room. "Proof won't be hard," Alex continued, his tone cold. "Slip something in her tea to make her forgetful. A few public slip-ups and we petition for guardianship. The court's full of cases like this. Old widow, valuable asset, bam, we control it all." Mia's laugh chilled me. And the payout? $2 million easy after demo and rebuild. No more begging for scraps from her. I backed away silently, legs like jelly, retreating to my room. My mind raced. How long had this been brewing? Mia, my flesh and blood, scheming to drug me, to steal my sanity on paper? The store wasn't just bricks and books. It was Robert's dream, our shared history. Selling it would erase us. But rage bubbled up, hot and unfamiliar. For years, I'd been the quiet one, the giver. After Robert died, I poured everything into Mia, money for her wedding, down payments, even covering Alex's bad investments. And this was my thanks? A plot to lock me away? I didn't sleep that night. Instead, I paced, piecing it together. Subtle signs I'd ignored. Mia urging me to see a doctor for memory lapses I didn't have. Alex probing about my will. Their sudden interest in my daily routine. It wasn't care. It was reconnaissance. By dawn, a plan formed. I wouldn't confront them yet. No tears, no accusations. I'd play along, gather my own proof, and strike back harder. If they wanted a fight over my legacy, they'd get one, but on my terms. The next morning, I forced a smile as they joined me for breakfast. "Sleep well?" I asked brightly, pouring coffee. Mia nodded, eyes flicking to Alex. "Great, Mom." We were thinking maybe we help reorganize the store today, clear out some old stock? Sure, I replied, my voice steady. Always room for fresh ideas. Inside, I seethed. They had no idea the old widow they'd dismissed was about to turn the tables. I'd protect what was mine, expose their scheme, and maybe, just maybe, find a way to rebuild what family meant. But first I needed allies and evidence. That afternoon, while they helped at the store, I slipped out to meet my old friend Lena, a retired lawyer who'd handled Robert's estate. Over coffee in a quiet cafe, I spilled everything, voice low. Lena, they're planning to declare me incompetent. I overheard it all. Her eyes widened. Evelyn, that's serious. We need recordings, witnesses. Let's set up safeguards. Update your will. Power of attorney to someone neutral. I nodded, resolve hardening. And the store? I won't let them touch it. She leaned in. We can lock it down, but be careful. If they suspect, things could escalate. Back at the store, Mia was rearranging shelves with forced cheer. Mom, this place has so much potential. Ever think about retiring? Traveling? I met her gaze evenly. Not yet, honey. I've got too much life left. Her smile faltered, just for a second. Good, let her wonder. That night, alone in my room, I set up a hidden app on my phone to record conversations. Tomorrow, I'd bait them, push for details without tipping my hand. But as I lay there, doubt crept in. Was I overreacting? Could I really go to war with my own daughter? Number. The whispers echoed in my mind. This wasn't paranoia, it was survival. Little did I know their plot ran deeper than I imagined. A secret from Mia's past, tied to Alex's shady deals, was about to surface and drag us all into chaos. Darling, if she suspects anything, we abort the guardianship angle. Switch to Plan B. Convince her to sign over power of attorney for her own good. Alex's whisper cut through the bookstore's quiet hum, muffled by the tall shelves of mystery novels. I crouched behind them, phone recording, my pulse thundering in my ears. Mia's response was a hiss. Plan B it is, but we need to spike her routine somehow. Make her doubt herself first. I bit back a gasp, steadying my hand. This wasn't just talk anymore, it was escalation. 2 days after overhearing their initial scheme, and here they were plotting in my own store, my sanctuary turned battlefield. That morning had started innocently enough. I'd opened Harper's Haven at 7, the fog rolling off Puget Sound like a gray blanket over the market. The bell jingled as vendors set up stalls outside, fishmongers shouting, florists arranging bouquets. Inside, the air smelled of fresh coffee and ink, a comfort I'd relied on for decades. Mia and Alex arrived mid-morning, all smiles and offers to pitch in. I played along, assigning them menial tasks while I slipped away to plant my first trap, a small voice recorder hidden in the back office, disguised among old ledgers. Lena had suggested it during our cafe meetup, along with updating my legal protections. Start documenting everything, she'd advised, her lawyer's eyes sharp. Emails, texts, conversations. Build an ironclad case if they push this. I'd nodded, but inside the betrayal gnawed at me. Mia, the girl I'd raised through scraped knees and teenage rebellions, now scheming like a villain from one of my thrillers. Why? Greed? Resentment? I needed answers, not just proof. As the day wore on, customers trickled in, a young couple browsing travel guides, an elderly regular seeking his favorite sci-fi series. I rang them up with my usual warmth, but my eyes darted to Mia, who was organizing the rare books section. Alex hovered near the register, his laptop open, pretending to crunch numbers for me. Find anything interesting? I asked him casually, sliding a stack of receipts his way. He flashed that polished grin. Just seeing where we can cut costs, Evelyn. This place has charm, but efficiency could boost profits. Huh, I chuckled. Profits aren't everything, Alex. Some things are priceless. His eyes narrowed slightly, but he recovered. True, but think of the future. Retirement could be sweet. Beaches, no worries. I turned away, pretending to shelve a book, my mind racing. Retirement? More like removal. Lena had already helped me draft a new will that morning, emailed to her office for safekeeping. The store would go to a nonprofit literacy foundation if anything happened to me, not Mia. It felt like a gut punch to write it, but necessary. I'd also named Lena as my power of attorney holder, someone I trusted implicitly. By afternoon, the store quieted. I excused myself to the back, claiming a headache. Really, I wanted to check the recorder app on my phone. But as I stepped into the office, I heard footsteps. Mia followed, concern etched on her face. Or was it calculation? "Mom, you okay? You seem off today." I forced a weak smile, sitting at my desk. "Just tired, sweetie. Running this place alone wears on me." She perched on the edge, her hand on my arm. "That's what we've been saying. Let us help more. Maybe sign some papers so Alex can handle finances. It'd ease your load." There it was, Plan B surfacing. My skin crawled, but I played vulnerable. "Papers? Like what?" "Power of attorney stuff. Nothing big, just in case you need a break." I hesitated, as if considering. "I don't know, Mia. That feels permanent." She squeezed my hand. "It's not. It's protection. For you." Inside, fury simmered. Protection? From what? Them? But I nodded slowly. "Let me think on it. Bring the forms tomorrow?" Her eyes lit up. "Absolutely. You'll see. It's the right move." She left, and I exhaled sharply. The recorder had caught it all. Evidence mounting. But I needed more. Something undeniable. That evening, after closing, I invited them for dinner at the Brownstone. Homemade lasagna, Robert's recipe. Comfort food to lower guards. We ate in the dining room, candles flickering, rain pattering against the windows. Alex poured wine generously. "To family," he toasted. I clinked glasses, sipping sparingly. "To family." Conversation flowed. Work stories, market gossip. Then Mia steered it. "Mom, about those papers. Alex has them ready." He pulled a folder from his bag, sliding it over. "Standard stuff. Read it over." I opened it, scanning legalese. It granted them broad control. Finances, property decisions. My stomach twisted. "This seems extensive." "It's boilerplate," Alex assured. "For emergencies." I set it down. "I'll have Lena look at it. She's good with this." Mia's face tightened. "Lena? Why drag her in? We're family." "Precisely," I said evenly. "I trust her judgment." Alex exchanged a glance with Mia. Quick, but I caught it. Tension crackled. After they retired to the guest room, I lingered downstairs, phone ready. Soon voices drifted down. "Damn it, Mia!" Mentioning Lena was a mistake. "She's sharp, might spot the clauses." "Relax. We'll push harder tomorrow." Maybe add a little help to her evening tea. My blood ran cold. The spiking thread again. I recorded every word, then crept upstairs, locking my door for the first time in years. Next morning, I woke early, brewing my own coffee. No chances. Mia emerged yawning. "Sleep well?" "Like a rock," I lied. But I thought about the papers. "Not signing yet." Her jaw clenched. "Mom, why fight this? We're trying to help." "Help? Or help yourselves?" The word slipped out, sharper than intended. Her eyes widened. "What does that mean?" I backpedaled. "Nothing. Just give me space." She stormed off, muttering. Close call. I couldn't tip my hand yet. That afternoon at the store, I met Lena secretly in the back. I played the recordings, her face hardening with each whisper. "This is criminal intent," she said. "Conspiracy to commit fraud, potential assault with the drugging talk. We can go to the police." "Not yet," I whispered. "I need to know why. Dig deeper." Lena nodded. "I'll run backgrounds on Alex. His firm, rumors of shady flips." As she left, a customer entered, an unfamiliar man in a suit, browsing but eyeing the layout oddly. Surveyor? Appraiser? Paranoia spiked. By evening, alone in the brownstone, I sifted through old boxes in the attic. Mia's childhood mementos, report cards, photos. But tucked in a forgotten envelope, letters from years ago. One caught my eye, from Alex to Mia, dated before their wedding. "Can't wait to merge our worlds," it read. "Your mom's spot is gold. Patience pays." Innocent? Or early scheming? Then my phone buzzed, a text from an unknown number. Watch your back. Alex owes big debts. Heart racing, I dialed Lena. We have a whistleblower? Before she could respond, the front door creaked open downstairs. Footsteps. Not Mia's light tread, heavier. Someone was in the house. "Who's there?" I called out, my voice steady despite the fear clawing up my throat. The footsteps paused downstairs, heavy on the creaky hardwood. Rain lashed the windows like accusations, and the brownstone felt suddenly vast, empty except for whatever lurked below. No answer, just a faint rustle like papers shifting. My mind flashed to the will drafts on the kitchen table. Had I left them out? Stupid. I grabbed the nearest weapon, a heavy brass lamp from my bedside. Phone in pocket, recording app on, I crept down the stairs, each step a betrayal of silence. The living room light was off, but a glow spilled from the study. I edged closer, heart slamming. A shadow moved across the doorway, tall, broad-shouldered. Not Mia or Alex. They'd left for their hotel earlier, claiming date night, or so they said. I peeked in. A man in a dark coat rifled through my desk drawers, back to me. Papers scattered, bills, store receipts, and yes, the will envelope. He muttered under his breath, "Where's the damn deed?" Rage overrode fear. This wasn't random. Connected to Alex's debts? The text from earlier burned in my mind. Watch your back. Alex owes big debts. I stepped forward, lamp raised. Get out. Now. He spun, face half-shadowed, mid-40s, stubbled jaw, eyes wide with surprise. Not a pro-burglar. He looked more like a desperate thug. "Whoa, lady." Easy. "Easy? You're in my house." I hit record on my phone subtly. "Who sent you?" "Alex?" His eyes darted. "Don't know no Alex. Just looking for valuables." "Liar." I nodded at the papers. "That's not jewelry. That's my life you're pawing through." He lunged for the door, but I blocked it, lamp swinging. Not hard enough to hurt, just to startle. He dodged, shoving past me into the hall. We tussled briefly. His coat ripped as I grabbed it, and he bolted out the front door into the storm. I slammed it shut, locking every bolt, breath ragged. Adrenaline surged, but so did clarity. This was no coincidence. I dialed 911, reported the break-in, then Lena. "Police are coming," I told her over the phone, "but this reeks of setup." "Stay put," she said. "I'll be there in 20. Check for missing items." The cops arrived fast. 2 officers, badges gleaming under porch light. I recounted everything, omitting the recordings for now. They dusted for prints, took statements. "Looks like a smash and grab gone wrong," one said. "We'll canvass the block." As they left, Lena pulled up, umbrella battling the wind. Inside, we pored over the mess. Nothing stolen, but the will envelope was open, pages skimmed. "Someone's scouting," Lena muttered, "testing defenses." I played her the intruder's recording, his denial, my accusation. "Alex's debts, that text, was it a warning or a taunt?" She nodded. "I dug into his firm today. Shady stuff, over-leveraged flips, loans from sketchy lenders. Word is he's in deep with a loan shark named Victor Kane. Miss a payment and Kane sends collectors." A chill ran through me. So Alex sicks a goon on me to find leverage? The deed, maybe forge a sale? Possible. Lena paced. "We counterattack. File a restraining order tomorrow and get security cams installed, store and home." I agreed, but sleep evaded me that night. Visions of shadows, whispers. By dawn, resolve hardened. I'd confront Mia subtly, fish for reactions. Next morning, the store opened under a drizzly sky. Market bustle resumed. Tourists snapping photos, vendors hawking crabs. I busied myself with displays, but my eyes scanned for anything off. Mia arrived alone around noon, coffee in hand. "Heard about the break-in. You okay, Mom?" Her concern seemed genuine, or practiced. I studied her. "Shaken, but fine. Cops think it was targeted." "Targeted?" She set the coffee down. "Like, for the store?" "Or personal papers." I watched her face. No flicker. Good actress. We worked in tense quiet until Alex texted her. She stepped out to call him, and I followed discreetly, recorder on. "Break in at Mom's?" "Yeah, Alex, I know. But did it work? Did he get anything?" My blood froze. She was in on it. No? Damn, we need that deed copy to push the POA. Kane's breathing down your neck. She hung up and I slipped back inside before she returned. Proof. Undeniable. That afternoon, Lena met me at a nearby cafe. I played the clip. Her jaw set. This ties them to the intruder. Conspiracy. But police need more, I said. Link to Kane. I'll pull strings, old contacts in fraud division. As we planned, my phone buzzed. Unknown number again. Kane's enforcer. Meet at Warehouse District, Pier 7, tonight. Or next visit won't be so polite. Threat? Trap? Lena, look. She frowned. Don't go alone. But this could be our break. Wear a wire. Doubt nagged, but anger won. Fine. Tonight we end this phase. The day dragged. I closed the store early, nerves electric. Mia called. Coming over? Safety in numbers. No, I said flatly, handling it. Her pause spoke volumes. Evening fell, Seattle's lights glittering off the sound. I drove to the pier, fog thick, warehouses looming like ghosts. Lena tailed discreetly, police on speed dial. At Pier 7, a figure waited under a sodium lamp. The intruder from last night, coat mended. You, I said, approaching warily, recorder rolling. He nodded. Name's Rico, work for Kane. Your son-in-law's into us for $500,000. Bad flips, worse bets. And you break into my home, why? Alex promised collateral, your store deed. Said he'd get control soon. Sent me to snag a copy for insurance. Bingo. Proof? He smirked. Texts. But I ain't handing him over free. Kane wants his cut, or we take it from you direct. Threat clear. How much to back off? Ain't my call, but warn Alex. Clock's ticking. Headlights flashed, Lena's signal. I backed away. Tell Kane the store's off limits. He vanished into fog as I drove off, heart pounding. Back home, Lena listened to the tape. Gold. Rico implicates Alex directly. But Mia? Pain twisted. She's complicit. Lena sighed. Family hurts worst. Confront tomorrow, with backup. That night, dreams haunted me. Robert's face, disappointed. Protect our haven, Eve. Morning brought clarity. I'd invite them over, play the recordings, force truth. But as I prepped coffee, a knock echoed. Police at the door. Mrs. Harper? We matched prints from your break-in. Rico Valdez, known associate of Victor Kane. I nodded. Arrest him? Not yet, but we have questions for your son-in-law. They left, and my phone rang. Mia, frantic. Mom, cops just called Alex in for questioning. What's going on? The net tightened, but a deeper secret loomed, something from Mia's past that could shatter everything. Mom, the cops hauled Alex in like a criminal. Tell me this isn't your doing. Mia's voice cracked over the phone, a mix of panic and accusation that sent a jolt through me. It was mid-morning, the day after my pier meet with Rico, and Seattle's market thrummed outside my store window, tourists haggling, seagulls screeching. But inside Harper's Haven, the air felt thick, charged. I gripped the counter, steadying myself. Mia, what happened? He won't say much, just that it's about some break-in, at your place. Her breath hitched. Please, come to the station. Bail him out. It's a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? Like their plot to rob me blind? I almost laughed, bitter and hollow. But I kept my tone even. I'll be there soon. Hanging up, I called Lena. It's happening. Alex is in custody. Good, she said briskly. Meet me there. Bring the recordings. We hand them over. The police station was a stark contrast to my cozy bookstore. Fluorescent lights buzzing, officers shuffling papers, the faint smell of stale coffee. Lena waited outside, folder in hand. Rico flipped overnight, she whispered as we entered. Gave up text from Alex ordering the break-in. Your recording sealed it. Inside, a detective named Reyes greeted us, mid-50s, no nonsense, with a mustache that screamed veteran. Mrs. Harper, your tip panned out. Valdez confessed, hired by your son-in-law to snag documents. Motive? Debt collection for Victor Kane. I nodded, sliding my phone across the table. Listen to this. He played the peer tape, then Mia's call implicating herself. His brow furrowed. This escalates things. Fraud, conspiracy, maybe attempted assault if the spiking pans out. Lena leaned in. We want protection. Restraining order on both. Granted, Reyes said, but we need to question your daughter. My chest tightened. Mia, my baby girl, now a suspect. Do what you must. As we left, Mia burst through the doors, eyes red-rimmed. Mom! Thank God, Alex is innocent, some mix-up with his business. I faced her, voice low. No mix-up, Mia. I know everything. Her face paled. What? The whispers in my home. The plans to drug me, steal the store. I recorded it all. She staggered back. You spied on us? Spy? You plotted against your own mother. Anger flared, hot and unfiltered. For what? Alex's debts? Greed? Tears streamed down her face. It wasn't like that. Alex owed Kane $500,000. They threatened us, Mom. Broke into our apartment, roughed him up. We panicked. The store. It was a way out. Panic doesn't justify betrayal. She sobbed. I love you, but we were scared. Kane's men, they said they'd come for family next. Lena interjected. Save it for the detective. Mia's eyes widened. Detective? Mom, no, please. But Reyes emerged, cuffing her gently. Ms. Grant, you're under arrest for conspiracy. As they led her away, she turned, pleading. Forgive me. I never meant to hurt you. The door closed and silence fell. Lena touched my arm. You okay? No, I whispered, but I will be. Back at the store, I threw myself into work, restocking shelves, helping customers. A regular old Mr. Finley browsed mysteries. Tough day, Evelyn? I forced a smile. Family stuff. He nodded wisely. Families break hearts, but they mend, too. Sometimes. His words lingered as I closed up. Evening brought a call from Reyes. Kane's in custody. Rico's testimony cracked his operation wide. Your family's looking at charges, but cooperation could lighten sentences. Relief mixed with sorrow. Alex and Mia, jailed, their lives upended. My doing? No, theirs. That night, alone in the brownstone, I sifted through more attic boxes. Amid photos, a journal caught my eye. Mia's, from her 20s. Entries about resentment. Dad always prioritized the store. Mom, too. Left me alone. Now Alex understands. Build our own empire. Pain stabbed. Robert and I had worked endlessly, yes. Neglected her? Unintentionally. Was this revenge? Deeper in, a bombshell. Letters from a man named Jared, dated a year before Alex. Mia, our secret, the abortion. Can't tell your parents, but I love you. I gasped. Mia had a hidden pregnancy? Ended it? Never told us. Clues clicked. Her sudden marriage to Alex, the distance. Shame? Trauma? I needed answers. Next day, I visited Mia at the detention center. Glass separated us, her in orange jumpsuit, looking small. Mom, she said, voice muffled through the phone, you came. Tell me about Jared. Her face crumpled. How? Your journal. She sighed deeply. College fling, got pregnant. Scared, didn't want to disappoint you and Dad. Jared bailed. I handled it alone. Then Alex came along, stable, ambitious. But his debts, it snowballed. Why not tell me? Fear. You had the perfect life, store, marriage. I felt like a failure. Tears blurred my vision. We weren't perfect. I missed signs with you, but this, plotting against me? Stupid. Desperate. She pressed her hand to the glass. Forgive me? Not yet, I said softly, but I'm here. Leaving, conflict roiled. Forgiveness? Possible, but trust? Shattered. Lena updated me over lunch. Prosecutor offers deal. Testify against Kane, reduce charges for Mia and Alex. I'll push her to take it. Afternoon at the store, a new customer entered. Sharp suit, briefcase. Mrs. Harper? I'm from Cascade Developments. Interested in buying your property. I stiffened. Not for sale. He smiled slickly. Heard about your troubles. We can make them vanish. Cash offer $1 million. Kane's competitor or setup? Get out. He left a card. Think on it. Paranoia surged. Was this over? Evening brought another twist. Anonymous email with attachments. Bank records showing Alex laundered money through Mia's real estate deals. Deeper fraud. I forwarded to Reyes. More evidence. His reply? This buries them. But Mia might not know. Doubt crept. Innocent in parts? Or fully complicit? As night fell, the brownstone phone rang. Blocked number. Harper? Back off Kane or your store burns. Threat. Real. I hung up. Dialed police. Sirens wailed outside, but in the chaos, a figure watched from shadows across the street. Harper, you should have stayed quiet. Now your precious books go up in smoke. The voice on the blocked call was distorted, mechanical, like something from a bad spy thriller. But the threat landed like a punch, echoing in my empty brownstone as sirens wailed distantly outside. I dropped the phone, rushing to the window. Across the street, under a flickering lamppost, a shadow shifted, gone in a blink. Was it imagination or Kane's last gasp? Heart hammering, I grabbed my keys and coat. The store. If they targeted Harper's Haven, number. I wouldn't let them erase Robert's legacy in flames. Dialing Reyes as I drove through rain-slicked streets, I barked, "Threat just now. Arson on my bookstore. Send a unit." "On it," he replied curtly. Kane's denying involvement from lockup, but his network's wide. The market was a ghost town at night. Stalls shuttered, only the sound of waves lapping the piers. I pulled up to the store, relief flooding me. No smoke, no fire. But the front door was ajar, glass shattered. Burglary again? Drawing my pepper spray, Lena's insistence after the last incident, I pushed inside. The bell jingled mockingly. Shelves intact, but the back office light glowed. Footsteps scuffed. "Show yourself," I shouted, voice echoing off books. A figure emerged, tall, hooded. Not Rico, younger, wiry. He froze, hands up. "Whoa, lady." "Don't spray." "Who sent you?" I demanded, phone recording. He smirked. "No one, just scavenging." "Liar," I advanced. "Kane? Spill or cops haul you in." Sirens neared, Reyes's unit. The kid bolted for the back door, but I tripped him with a fallen stack of hardcovers. He sprawled, cursing. Police burst in moments later, cuffing him. Reyes arrived, surveying. "Name's Tyler Moss, Kane's errand boy. Found accelerant in his bag. Arson attempt." I exhaled shakily. Heard the threat call right before. Reyes nodded. "We'll trace it." But this screams retaliation. Back home, barricaded in, sleep was a joke. Dawn brought Lena's call. "Tyler's talking. Alex tipped Kane about your testimony. Desperate move from jail." "Alex?" Betrayal deepened. Even behind bars? Visitation logs show a meet with a Kane associate. Mia might know. Visiting Mia again felt like ripping open a wound. At the center, she looked gaunt, eyes hollow. "Mom, what's wrong?" "Arson try on the store last night." "Alex is doing?" She gasped. "No. God, no. He wouldn't. Evidence says otherwise." I played the threat recording through the phone. Tears fell. Alex panicked in jail, mentioned Kane might handle loose ends. I begged him not to. "You knew?" Fury rose. "Not details. Just hints." She hung her head. "I'm so sorry." "Sorry doesn't rebuild if it burned." I paused, softening. "The journal, Jared, the abortion. Why hide it?" She met my gaze. "Shame. You and Dad were so traditional. Perfect. I couldn't face disappointing you more." "We weren't perfect," I admitted. "I worked too much, missed your signals. But hiding bred this mess." She nodded. "Take the deal?" "Testify?" "Yes," she whispered. "For us." Leaving, resolve mixed with pity. Mia, victim or villain? Both? Afternoon at the store, I installed cameras myself. Wires, mounts, app linked. A customer interrupted, the slick developer from before. "Heard about the trouble. Offer stands. $1 million cash. Walk away safe." I glared. "Who are you really? Kane's front?" He chuckled. Independent, but opportunities arise in chaos. Out. He left, but unease lingered. Was he connected? Evening, Reyes updated. Tyler's texts linked to Alex directly. Charges upgrading, solicitation of arson. And Mia? Accessory, if she knew, but her cooperation helps. Moral dilemma hit. Push for leniency or justice? That night, sifting Mia's journal more, another secret. Entries about borrowing from store funds pre-Alex. Small sums, repaid, no records. Embezzlement? Confront tomorrow. But as I dozed, a crash downstairs. Glass breaking. I bolted up, grabbing the lamp again. Intruder? Kane's revenge? Creeping down, kitchen window smashed. A brick on the floor, note tied. Sell or burn. Police again, Reyes sighed. Escalating. Protective detail? No, I insisted. Trap them. Next day, I baited. Texted the developer's number. Interested. Meet at store, noon. He arrived punctual, briefcase gleaming. Wise choice, Mrs. Harper. I led him to the office, cameras rolling. Why my store? Location? Potential. He slid papers. Sign here, transfer deed, $1 million wire. And if I refuse? His smile faded. Troubles persist. Like arson? Break-ins? He stiffened. I don't. Door burst. Reyes and officers. Hands up, you're under arrest. The man, Elliot Voss, sputtered. What for? Conspiracy. Your texts to Kane's crew. Voss cracked fast. Alex approached me pre-arrest, promised inside track if I pressured you. Another layer. Alex orchestrating from shadows. Mia visit next. Voss flipped. Alex pulled strings. She broke down. He hid so much. The debts, gambling, not just business. I covered for him, Mom. Stole from you years back to pay off. The journal truth. How much? $20,000. Repaid in secret deposits. But guilt ate me. Forgiveness teetered. Why? Love. Blind. We talked hours, tears, truths. I'll testify against him too, she vowed. Leaving, lighter. Redemption possible? But evening email. Anonymous photos. Mia with Jared. Recent. Time-stamped last year. Affair? Deeper lies. Confrontation loomed. And outside, that shadow watched again. Mia, who's Jared to you now? Not just a ghost from college, is he? I held up the printed photos from the anonymous email, my hands steady despite the storm inside. It was 2 days after the brick-through-window scare, and I'd arranged a supervised visit at the detention center, Reyes's insistence for safety. The glass barrier between us felt symbolic, a wall of lies, cracked but not shattered. Mia's face drained of color, eyes flicking to the images. Her and a man, arms linked, at a cafe. Recent timestamps. Mom, where did you get those? Doesn't matter, I said flatly. Answer me. She slumped, fingers tracing the phone receiver. Jared, he reached out. Last year. Old flames, catching up, nothing more. Nothing? They say affair. Tears welled. It was emotional. Alex's debts strained us. Fights, distance. Jared listened, but I ended it. Swear. Ended it when? Before or after plotting against me? Before! Mom, please, this doesn't change. It changes everything, I cut in, voice rising. Layers of deceit. Stealing from the store, covering for Alex. Now this? Who are you? She pressed her forehead to the glass. Your daughter. Flawed. Scared. Forgive me. I stood, photos crumpling in my fist. Earn it. Full truth in court. Leaving, anger boiled with hurt. Mia's life, a web of secrets. Jared, leverage or red herring? Back at the store, mid-afternoon sun filtered through windows, casting long shadows on shelves. Customers milled, but my mind wandered. I called Lena. Photos of Mia's affair. Anonymous sender. Forward them, she said. Could be Kane's mind games, or Alex's revenge. I did, then busied with inventory. A new regular entered, young woman, 20s, browsing romance. Tough week? she asked, noting my frown. I managed a smile. Family drama. She nodded. Mine too. Secrets destroy, but truth rebuilds. Her words echoed as she left. Truth. I needed more. Evening, Reyes called. Voss's deal. Testifies Alex laundered through his firm. Mia's name on docs, unknowing signee? Plausible deniability? I asked. Or complicit? Trial prep starts. You testifying? Yes. No hesitation. That night, brownstone secure with new alarms, I dug deeper into attic boxes. Robert's old files, store deeds, insurance. Tucked in, a letter from Mia, age 25. Dad, borrowed funds. Will repay. Don't tell Mom. He knew? Never said. Protected her or me? Grief hit fresh. Robert gone, secrets buried with him. Sleep came fitful, dreams of fire, whispers. Dawn broke with a bang, doorbell. Through peephole, a man, 40s, familiar from photos. Jared. I opened, chain latched. You? Why here? Evelyn Harper? He looked uneasy, rain dripping from his coat. Mia's mom. I sent the photos. Why? He glanced around. Can I come in? Not safe outside. Wary, I let him, pepper spray hidden. Living room, he paced. Mia and I reconnected. She confided, Alex's mess, your store. I urged her to stop, but she was trapped. And the affair? Emotional support, no more. He sighed. When arrests hit news, I dug. Alex blackmailed her with old abortion records, threatened exposure if she didn't help with you. Blackmail? Proof? He pulled a USB. Emails, texts, Alex's leverage file. I plugged it in, scanning. Damning. Alex to Mia. Sign the POA or your secret hits Mom's inbox. Fury surged. Why send anonymous? Feared retaliation. Kane's reach. I copied files, handed back. Police get this. He nodded. Do it. Mia deserves better. After he left, I called Reyes. New evidence, Alex blackmailed Mia. Bring it. Changes dynamics. At the station, Reyes reviewed. Coercion defense for Mia. Alex sinks deeper. Relief for her, rage at him. Trial? Next month. Prepare you as key witness. Days blurred. Store routines, legal meets. Mia called collect. Jared talked? Yes. Blackmail. I'm sorry. Alex twisted everything. Testify truth, I said. Rebuild from there. She agreed. But peace shattered midweek. Store closing, lights dim, footsteps outside, multiple. I peeked. 3 men, hooded, circling. Kane's remnants? I hit panic button, new install. They smashed a window, glass shattering. Harper! Pay up. I barricaded in office, heart pounding. Sirens wailed. They fled. Police arrived, Reyes leading. Kane's lieutenants, roundup incoming. End this, I pleaded. Next day, raid news. Kane's hideout busted, assets seized. Alex's debts? Partially covered. Ironic justice. Visiting Alex first time. Glass between, he looked broken, unshaven. Mom-in-law, he said weakly. Didn't expect you. Blackmail, Mia? Low, even for you. He hung head. Desperate. Debts owned my soul. Ruined lives. No. Pleading guilty. Spare Mia. First genuine remorse? Too late for bargains. Leaving, pity flickered. Addict? Victim? Still accountable. Afternoon, surprise. Developer Voss, under guard, at store. Not here for trouble. Deal. Info for leniency. What info? Alex's silent partner, Mia's old friend Carla. Funneled funds, another twist. Carla, childhood pal, estranged. I tracked her, Seattle address. Evening, confront. Her apartment, sleek, modern. Evelyn? She opened door, shocked. Truth time. Inside, she confessed. Alex roped me in, promised cuts. Mia didn't know. Proof? Docs shown. Transfers. To Reyes. Widens net. Arrests followed. Circle closing. But anonymous text. Not over. Watch the market. Threat? Paranoia peaked. That night, store alarm blared. Rushing over, flames licked windows. Arson. Real this time. Firefighters battled as I watched, helpless. Harper's Haven, burning. "Get back, ma'am." The firefighters' shout pierced the night as flames roared from Harper's Haven, orange tongues devouring the front window display. I stood frozen on the sidewalk, rain mixing with tears on my face. The market's empty stalls, silent witnesses to the destruction. Sirens blared, hoses unleashing torrents, but the acrid smoke already choked the air, carrying scents of burning paper, decades of stories, memories, Robert's dream, reduced to ash. My phone buzzed relentlessly in my pocket, but I ignored it, transfixed by the inferno. How? The alarms should have caught it sooner. Kane's men? Alex's final spite? Or the developer, Voss, tying loose ends? Reyes arrived minutes later, badge flashing under strobing lights. "Evelyn! You hurt?" I shook my head, voice hoarse. "The store. Everything." He guided me to his car, away from the chaos. Arson confirmed. Accelerant trails. My team's on it. As firefighters battled, containing the blaze to the front half, a crowd gathered. Neighbors, regulars. Mr. Finley approached, his sci-fi book clutched like a talisman. "Evelyn, I'm so sorry. That place was magic." I nodded, words failing. Magic, yes. Gone. Hours dragged. Dawn broke, gray and merciless. The fire was out, but the damage gutted me. Charred shelves, sodden books, the vintage sign melted. Insurance would cover rebuild, $300,000 policy. But the soul? Irreplaceable. Reyes updated. Surveillance caught 2 perps, Kane's holdouts, arrested blocks away, but orders traced to a burner linked to Alex's cellmate. Alex again? Exhaustion warred with rage. Indirect. He's denying, but prints on the burner. Back home, Lena waited with coffee. Stores insured. We sue. For damages, emotional distress. "But trial soon," I said. "This strengthens the case." She nodded. "Prosecutor wants you on stand first. Nail the conspiracy." Next days blurred. Salvage efforts at the store, rescuing what I could, waterlogged first editions, Robert's old ledger singed but intact. Community rallied. GoFundMe from regulars raised $50,000. Notes poured in. Rebuild stronger. Mia called daily from detention. "Mom, the fire. God, I'm devastated. Alex swears he didn't." "Swears?" I snapped. "His trail leads everywhere." "Believe me, he's broken." Therapy in jail, admitting addictions. Doubt crept. Remorse? Or manipulation? Jared visited, bearing supplies, boxes for salvage. "Mia's innocent in this. Let me help rebuild." Why? Suspicion lingered. Guilt. For the past, for not speaking sooner. We worked silently, sorting ruins. His presence oddly comforting. Honest labor, no agendas. Trial loomed, 2 weeks out. Prep sessions with Prosecutor Hale. Sharp, 40s, no fluff. "Your testimony sets the tone. Emotional, factual. Recordings play after." I practiced, overhearing whispers, intruders, threats. Heartache relived. Eve of trial, anonymous package at door. Photos of the fire, note. "Testify, next is you." Police traced, dead end. Reyes assigned patrol. Kane's dying gasps. Sleepless, I wandered the brownstone, finding Robert's photo. "What would you do?" His smile answered, "Fight." Trial day. Courthouse stark, wood-paneled. Gallery half full, media, supporters. I sat front, Mia and Alex separate docks, cuffed. Hale called me first. Oath taken, I faced them. Mia's eyes pleaded. Alex averted. "Describe the first incident," Hale prompted. Voice steady, I recounted. Whispers of guardianship, drugging. Recordings played, gasps from jury. Alex shifted uncomfortably. Mia wept quietly. Cross-exam, defense grilled. Biased? Family grudge? No, I countered. Betrayal? Yes, but facts stand. Off-stand, drained but empowered. Mia's turn, tearful testimony. Coerced by Alex, blackmail over past secrets. Never wanted harm. Hale pressed. But you participated. Yes, she admitted. Fear blinded me. Alex next. Broken man. Addicted to gambling. Debts snowballed. Dragged Mia in. The fire? Not me. Kane's independent hit. Jury murmured. Voss, Carla testified. Web unraveling. Closing arguments. Hale painted Greed's portrait. Defense pleaded desperation. Jury out, 3 hours. Verdict? Guilty, all counts. Alex 10 years. Mia 2 with probation, community service. Mia hugged me post-sentencing. Mom, I'll make amends. Alex led away, mouthed, sorry. Relief washed, but scars remained. Weeks post-trial, store rebuild began. Contractors hammering, new shelves rising. Community events planned, book drives, readings. Mia, released on probation, moved in temporarily. Awkward at first, conversations halting. One night, over tea. The abortion, why hide? Pain, she said, but sharing heals. We talked deep, forging tentative bonds. Jared helped rebuild, sparking friendship. No romance, just support. But a letter arrived, from Kane, prison. Debts cleared, no more threats. Closure or trap? As store neared reopening, a shadow lingered, anonymous watcher from before. Who? Look at it now, Evelyn, rising from the ashes like a phoenix in one of your fantasy novels. Mr. Finley's voice carried a note of awe as he stood beside me, gazing at the rebuilt facade of Harper's Haven. It was 3 months post-trial, a crisp Seattle morning with the market awakening around us. Vendors unfurling awnings, the salty tang of the sound mingling with fresh bread aromas. The store's new sign gleamed, polished wood etched with gold lettering, and inside, shelves brimmed with books salvaged and new, the space brighter, more open, thanks to community donations and that $50,000 fund. I smiled, genuine warmth spreading through me for the first time in what felt like forever. Couldn't have done it without folks like you, Mr. Finley. Your book drive saved hundreds of titles. He chuckled. Nonsense. You saved us, a place to escape, to dream. The grand reopening was set for noon. Ribbons, local authors, even a news crew tipped off by the trial buzz. But as I unlocked the door, a familiar shadow flickered in my periphery. Across the street, under a cafe umbrella. The Watcher. Same coat, same stance. Not imagination. I'd spotted him thrice since the fire. Ignoring the chill, I stepped inside, flipping lights. The scent of fresh varnish mixed with paper. Rebirth. Mia arrived soon after, probation anklet hidden under jeans, carrying coffee trays. Mom, everything's set. Authors confirmed, caterers en route. Our eyes met, hers tentative, mine guarded but softening. Thanks, honey. Means a lot. She set the trays down, fidgeting. About last night, our talk. I meant it. Therapy's helping. Unpacking the blackmail, the lies. We'd sat up late in the brownstone, dissecting the past. Her resentment from my workaholic days, the abortion's shadow, Alex's manipulations. Tears flowed, truths unearthed. I know, I said softly. One day at a time. Jared showed next, hauling boxes of signed copies. Morning, ladies. Where do these go? Mia flushed slightly. Old flames, new boundaries. He'd become a fixture, helping without strings. His guilt morphed into quiet support. Rare section, I directed. Appreciate it, Jared. He nodded. Least I can do. Store looks amazing. As we prepped, Lena called. Trial appeals denied. Alex's sentence sticks. Kane's empire crumbled. Assets seized covered his debts. Relief surged. And the Watcher? Police trace? Working it. Could be a loose end. Ex-associate scouting. Stay vigilant. Hanging up, unease gnawed. But today was triumph, not fear. Noon hit. Crowd swelled. Ribbon cut. Cheers erupted. Inside, readings flowed. Kids' Corner buzzed. Regulars shared stories. Mr. Finley read from his favorite sci-fi, voice booming. Mia manned the register, smiles genuine. A young woman, the one from before, approached. Inspiring rebuild, shows resilience. I nodded. Life's plot twists make the best stories. Afternoon waned, success evident. But as cleanup began, Reyes texted, "Watcher ID'd, ex-Kane thug, low level. In custody. Motive, personal grudge, thought you owed for losses. Threat neutralized. Breath I held, released." Evening, Mia and I dined at the brownstone. Simple pasta, wine. "Mom, about moving out. Found an apartment. Fresh start. Pride swelled. Good, but visit, often." She hugged me. "Promise, no more secrets." Jared joined later, platonic, coffee. "Proud of you both." As they left, solitude settled, peaceful. I wandered the attic, boxing old pains. Robert's photo. We did it, love. Months passed, routine solidified. Store thrived, events, clubs. Mia's probation ended. She started therapy practice, helping others untangle webs. Alex wrote from prison. Remorse letters, slow replies from me. Forgiveness? Budding. 1 year post-betrayal, I stood at the pier, waves crashing. Wind carried freedom. A new chapter, travels planned, perhaps a memoir. But a final envelope arrived, unsigned, photo inside. Mia and Alex pre-arrest, smiling. Note, not all debts paid. Watch your back. Teaser or new storm? I burned it, resolve stealing. Whatever came, I'd face it. Visible, unbreakable.